Well, at just after 6:30 on the morning of July 31st, Prince Diamond's once again on the move, headed towards St. Lucia. So far, a very peaceful day. Obviously, I'm still in the wind shadow of the island, but even out in the open ocean, it seems that the wind is fairly light. And just coming into view here, an interesting island called Diamond Rock. Now this island of Martinique was French always, but back in the days of animosity, the English bedeviled the French by fortifying that rock and calling it HMS Diamond Rock. And it, of course, caused quite a lot of consternation as they could fire on the French ships that were headed toward Martinique. And the French were never able to get rid of them. I just got to get out from this wind shadow. And then we'll be off in the direction that we're pointed right there for St. Lucia, over the horizon. Marigot sunset. I'd get a more panoramic shot, but I'm not wearing any pants. And just before I leave Marigot in early morning here, after doing a bit of quick shopping and a trip to the restaurant for internet, a closed restaurant, just a quick glance around here at Marigot. See, it's quite small, but quite charming also. You know, there's no doubt about that. And it's from this vantage point over here that English admiral was able to hide from the French by tying the palm fronds to his mast and making his ships imitate palm trees and thus remain unseen. Well, here in the inner harbor, there's really no room for anchoring, so you have to take a mooring, and it's quite expensive at $30 US a night. So I've taken the cheap person's route, and there I am out in the outer harbor. And it was quite a pleasant night, no problem at all, I can't complain. There's no rolling at all, and got a pretty good night's sleep. Well, today I'm off for Viewport in just a few minutes. Got to get this food into the freezer, and then I'm off. And while I'm charging the batteries and cooling the freezer and motor sailing along here, I'm getting passed by these party boats. There's a whole raft of them went by. Well, 4. 3 have just passed me, and 1 is coming up behind. So, I don't know where they're all coming from, but they're all jammed with people. And I guess they're off heading to have a good time somewhere. I'm continuing on down the shoreline here of St. Lucia. Kind of a cloudy day today. Hasn't been much rain yet, but I'm sure we'll get some later. There's the pitons coming into view. We'll see them later as we pass by. And there are the two famous pitons, and of course those happy boats have rendezvoused there. It's a great tourist attraction. Interesting that while I've been going by the pitons here, I've been noticing this smell and thinking that it was garbage or something, or somebody's burning something on shore. And then it occurred to me it's hydrogen sulfide. This place is geologically active, volcanically active. Well, we're only doing 1600 RPM here. I wanted to take it easy, no hurry. And yet, wonderfully, we're doing anything up to 6.3 knots. And why is that? Well, we've picked up a strong flood tide around the point of land here. And that's good news for us. Dolphins and actually leaping in the air. Oh, they love the speed. Two there, and there's two at the front. Oh, just young ones at the front. Oh, what's happened to my wind? Oh, you could just see what they wanted. As soon as the boat picked up speed, they were there, and they were leaping and dancing. It was just a pure joy of the speed of the boat. I could feel it. Now things have settled down because the wind has just died momentarily here. I don't see them at the moment. It looked like there was a mother and two babies too, or two young ones. There's one right there. Sorry guys, it's the wind. I'd give you some fun if I could. Well, that was great. That was amazing. What's happened to my wind all of a sudden? Anyway, I've changed my mind just a couple of seconds ago, or minutes ago, and decided I'm going to head off to Beckway now, rather than going to Viewfort. There's nothing at Viewfort for me, and I can get to Beckway before sundown. So that is what I will do. Looks like my friends are gone now. Well, this is interesting. Here at the north end of St. Vincent, these rollers that you see behind me come up and sweeping down the western side of the island. And it's easier for me to hand steer because the autopilot can't anticipate the movements which are necessary. But some of the waves coming up here, I know you can't see it properly on the camera, but they're 8 to 10 feet. And real rollers, interesting, just I guess sweeping around here. So it's easier for me to hand steer the boat. Making good speed now, however. I wouldn't call it surfing down the waves, but the wave boosts up our speed from 6.5 to maybe 7.5 knots. So anyway, quite exciting, as you can see. And just watching these waves roll by. Well on our way toward Beckway, almost in the shadow of St. Vincent. It'll be another half an hour or so before that happens. And then I'll start the engine running so that we can make good time. Look at this. Oh. Yeah, it's exciting. Okay, it's hard to steer with one hand and film with the other, so I'm going to hang up for now. Well, I won't make it to Beckway by dark. It's clear. But a bad current is partially responsible, and it was going to be a long shot anyway. Although originally, if I had continued to be able to do 7 to 8 knots under this high-powered running, 2600 RPM, I would have been here actually just in a few minutes, so it would have been very, very close. But there's a terrible current going through here between St. Vincent and Beckway, and it's reduced our speed down to about 4.9. That's from between 7 and 8 down to 4.9, so it makes quite a difference. And so we're going to be there well after dark. Fortunately, I know the harbor fairly well, and I think there should be no problem. There's as long as these clouds continue to move through, we've got a moon which is getting toward full also, so that will certainly help. Well, I'll make this my last little broadcast of the evening because I'm going to be a little busy with the anchoring to duty filming then, but anyway, we should make out okay, I think. And I got a bit of a moon up there, although he's just disappeared behind a cloud, but he's up there, just about full, so I think it should just work out fine.